All right. Hello. This video is going to be talking about our next unit, which is lit circles. And as you see there, it's called a whole novel approach, and we'll kind of talk about that as we get a little bit further into this. Please just watch this. You don't need to take any notes or anything like that, and you'll get even more instruction on Friday in class. Okay. So this is what you're going to be doing. You're going to be reading one of three books, either Heart of Darkness by Joseph Conrad, Their Eyes Were Watching God by Zora Neale Hurston, or Things Fall Apart by Chinua Achebe. While you're reading, you will be doing journals, as looking for thoughts, ideas for discussion, questions, topics that we'll talk about after you're done reading. And then you'll be doing a project of some sort at the end, depending on what book you got, how many days you have left, etc., is kind of what that will dictate. The catch is, normally when you guys do lit circles, you read for 2 days and then you meet, and then you read for another 2 days and then you meet. We're going to take a different approach to this. Instead of meeting while we're reading, we're actually going to read the entire novel first, and then we will meet afterwards. This will be my first year trying this. I've been doing some research about it and seeing some positive things in the research, and so I want to try it out myself and try it and tweak it and make it better for next semester, next year. When we do meet after you're done reading the novel, we will meet for 2 class periods. And that'll be talking about different things from the book. So normally when you guys are reading, you get like comprehension questions during it and stuff like that. And you won't necessarily have that at this point. It'll be more broader, whole novel questions, character development, how things were impacted, things that can't be answered with like a sentence or two. It's discussion. It's open-ended. There's no one right answer. And so that will be different than what you're used to. And that's okay. And so we'll meet for 2 class periods talking about the book. So you'll read for a certain amount of days, and then we'll meet for about an hour and a half talking about the book. And I will give you those topics beforehand, so that way you kind of know what you are looking for before you start reading, and that way you can kind of keep that idea. But you're not going to be limited to those ideas, because these are novels. They have a whole bunch of ideas. I'll just give you kind of a place to start, and then you will keep going yourself. So here are the groups. So if you want to pause this to kind of see where your group is at. Heart of Darkness is Joe, Will, Izzy, and Madison Finnicle. And then, so after you're done reading, we will meet on 12:21 and 12:22. So that'll be that's right before break. The Rise of Watching God is Marika, Kiri, Ben, JD, Brittany, and Sears. And you guys will meet on 1:4, 1:5. And then Things Fall Apart will be Scott, Clayton, Blake, Gorder, Luke, Dalton, and Carly. And you will meet on 1:6 and 1:10. And if you notice here at the bottom where the asterisk is, basically what that means is that those dates might change. Currently, I am going to be gone on the 3rd, but I don't know if that's still going to be happening. And so if it doesn't, then we can meet on the 4th, or on the 3rd and the 4th, instead of the 4th and the 5th. And so as soon as I know that, I will let you know that. Okay? And then for Things Fall Apart, it would be the 1:5 and then 1:6 before the week is done. So what you'll be doing in class. So like actual class time, this is what you're going to be doing. First thing is you're going to be reading. You know how many days you have. So what I would do is I would divide up the number of days by the number of pages. And go, okay, I need to read this many pages during this class period or this day. And then get that done. While you're in class, you can read a number of different ways. You can read by yourself, and that can include the audiobook, no audiobook, For each of these, I do have an audiobook for it, or it's online on YouTube or on other websites, and we can find that for you. Um, or you can read in partners in small groups out loud. This would be a good one for people who like listening to the book or like maybe discussing a little bit while you're talking or while you're reading. I know last year in English 11 when we did the lit circles, there was a couple groups who did read out loud to each other. They went like page by page or every other page, or one person just read. And I know that currently in English 10 and 11, there are groups who like to read out loud as well. And so you have the opportunity as well. There's Miss Gill and I are both in the class, and so we can split the class up. One group can stay up and read by themselves. We can send a group down to the old Spanish room. We can send a group to the office area in Suzanne's office, and then also in Miss Giblin's room. So there is some opportunity for you guys to be reading aloud in groups. Each class period, you'll read for about 30 to 35 minutes. And so making sure that you get in the class on time and you get working right away is going to be very, very crucial for this, okay? You guys know what to do, or you will know what to do on Friday. And so you don't need me to be like, okay, let's get to work kind of a thing. While you are reading, so now you're reading. So now while you're reading, you're going to be taking some notes. And in class, you've kind of been introduced to kind of 3 different ways to take notes. We did the Cornell notes, we did sticky notes, and we have done split journals. And so what I want you to do is find one of those, or a mixture of those, that works best for you while you're reading, because you can take that same note-taking style from English class and apply it to other classes that you're in high school right now, to classes that you take in college, so that way you find a system that works for you. And maybe it's color coding, maybe it's just writing down quotes, whatever it is. I want you to find that style for you. You will need at least 4 notes a day. That'll be a requirement, and you will get a separate sheet on Friday about what those notes should look like, or what those notes should be about at least. And they're pretty broad, because I don't want to tie you down to like a specific idea. And so that way we can talk about a lot of different things when we meet in our groups. When you're done reading for today, you will have a journal that you will submit to the Google Classroom each day. The journal prompts will be given to you along with what to take notes over on, and I'll give you that on Friday as well. You will also share and take pictures of your notes. So if you have sticky notes in your book and there's maybe a little word or 2 written on them, you'll just take a picture of each of those and then just submit that when you submit your assignment for the day. And so, like it says there at the bottom, this part's graded. So your daily work is graded. This would be very similar to what you would do in individualized reading if we still had that as a class at North Tama. You would write a journal every day, and then I or Miss Johnson will collect them at the end of the week. But instead, I'm gonna have you guys do each day. That way, I can comment. My goal will be to try to comment on all of the journals, because they're gonna be like a paragraph, maybe 2 if that. And so it's not like it's gonna be a lot of writing, and that's what those last 10, 12 minutes are at the end of the day, is to work on that and get that done. So in reality, you should not have any homework unless you just decide not to read during class, and then you'll have to do it outside class. So that's all I have for you today. Tomorrow, at the beginning of class, I will hand out sheets for each group. It'll have basically what the journals look like. It'll have what the I forgot my train of thought there. What the journals will look like, and then also what should be on your notes, and that'll be on Friday in class before you guys start reading. I will hand out books on Thursday, so you probably already have your book before this. So just kind of take a look at it, see what you like. And yeah, I'm just kind of sputtering on here. So, um, just a reminder that your papers are due on Friday by midnight, and then need to be turned into turnin.com. I will show you guys or explain how to do that tomorrow, in class, or I might wait till Friday in class. So, all right, thanks.